What's going on, everyone? Just want to throw out a quick video here. Something happened this morning and it kind of reinforced, a belief that I've always had, and a thought process, and just kind of reinforce that mindset, And sometimes, sometimes we all have our own views and we all have our own beliefs, and sometimes, we get off track a little bit and we just need, kind of a reminder. This morning was definitely a reminder for me. Anyway, here's the story. So I have my brother-in-law staying at the house for the summer. He's on summer vacation from school, about to go into his junior year. And anyway, he is enjoying summer vacation as a kid would, and just hanging around the house, playing video games, doing whatever, snacking out. And he's eating ramen noodles all the time. And when he puts his bowl in the sink, the ramen noodles, like the leftovers, get stuck and they get hard and they get really, really crusted onto the bowl. And for me, it's common sense. If you have something oily, you have something that can crust. If you're not going to wash it immediately, put some water in it and kind of let it soak out. That way, when you're ready to clean it, it's easier. Well, I keep coming to the sink and I'm getting so frustrated by this 17-year-old kid that is making more of a mess for me in the sink. And I was getting frustrated at this for a couple days, and then I realized, in the grand scheme of things, taking that 40,000 foot view of what's going on, how much aggravation and stress that I caused at 17 years old to my parents, that I lived with day in and day out. Like, this is a kid who's just on vacation, hanging out for a couple weeks, that I have to deal with. And then I think about, all that I did to my parents, all that I put them through. And in the grand scheme of things, something that we can view as a big problem, something that we can view, as life ending, or, like, oh my God, this is ridiculous, yada, yada, yada. Like, it's not that big of a deal. It just truly isn't that big of a deal to have a couple, stuck ramen noodles, to a bowl. It takes an extra, 5 seconds of scrubbing to get it out, compared to doing, whatever I was doing as a kid that caused, hours or days or weeks or months of aggravation. A little bit of stuck ramen isn't a bad deal. And I always try to hold myself, and what I was getting at was I always try to hold myself, to a standard of realizing and understanding that, our first world problems, life's biggest problems at the moment really aren't that bad sometimes. The sun's gonna rise, the sun's gonna set, enjoy the day while you have it, don't stress out about the little things. And today was kind of, just a little, not shell shock, but it was just a little bit of a, boost, a little bit of nudge in the arm for a reminder of that. And I just wanted to pass that on, hopefully, someone else needs a reminder. Hopefully someone else can, kind of get back on course with their standards and keep enjoying the day, because right now it's 7:56. I'm about to head out and mow some properties. It could be a bad day. I could stress out about all the little things, or I can realize that life is beautiful, and I'm glad that I've been given what I've been given, and I'm ready to enjoy the day. I hope you are too. Remember, if you're gonna dream big.